Welcome, everybody. This is Brother Speak, and I am traveling to Nevada. I am driving. So, so I figured, hey, I'm bored. It's a long ass trip. I'm driving all the way to Nevada. Yeah, last year I drove. I mean, not no. Last year I didn't drive. Last year I took the plane. This year I said, man, I'm gonna drive today. Not that the plane wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I went Frontier. Well, it was kind of bad because I had to get rid of my soap and my shampoo and stuff like that because it was just too big. Oh, okay, so that was the only thing. So this year, I'm gonna fly. I mean, I'm not gonna fly. I'm gonna drive down there. Cause I like driving anyway, so that doesn't really bother me going through there. So this will be my longest drive ever. The longest I've ever driven was 8 hours, and that was to what was that? Hot Springs, Arkansas. And that was like years and years ago. The second longest was driving to Abilene, and that was like 6 hours. I drove around there. So this will be my long. I got all that ready. So so I'm not gonna drive. I ain't gonna record all the way because that's 20 something hours. I ain't doing that. But probably, let's see, maybe to San Antonio. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, so I have not been on these YouTube streets. I've been in the cloud, but I haven't really been like in the YouTube streets like that. I was on Super Mike's panel. We had an interesting discussion about bringing the community together and what's what's stopping the community coming together. And I it was a great conversation. And one of the things that we were talking about was that we got a lot of people that want to tell their truth. Everybody big on truth today, this year. Well, towards the end of last year and this year, everybody want to speak their truth. And listen, I don't have a problem with people speaking. That ain't my bag. But the thing is, if you go, have to have some hands. And people who are trying to, especially if somebody, a lot of these people don't even have no clean hands. They're not here. Just caught you sleeping, like knocked out, sleep. I know you come in late as hell and leave super early. You, you don't even do your rounds like you're supposed to. I'm like, man, and it's like, man, could you shut the fuck up? Like, nah, bro, you don't need to be talking. That's why, look, I don't talk much in the brief. I really don't. I keep quiet, especially when the supervisor talking about, y'all need to be sleeping, and all these people complaining. Bitch, I'm like, I ain't saying shit. Why? Because I know there are times I go to sleep. It's not that I mean to do it. Is I'm sorry. There are days where no matter I didn't get enough sleep, ripping and running, or so I don't get enough sleep. So guess what? I'm going to nap. It just but my thing has always been like I don't go up here talking about I don't do this, I ain't doing that. I know what I'm gonna do at the job and what I'm not gonna do. So at the end of the day, I'm not gonna bitch if they saying something. Because at the end of the day, I guess we went through some bad signal. But anyway, so my thing is I'm not gonna be spreading my dirt, and I'm not coming out going to accuse people of doing shit that I'm not even doing. So that's why when you got preachers, you got all these people trying to say their truth. Like, for instance, we talk about Cat Williams up here talking about all these comedians, how they doing dirty, how their women ain't doing right, and all this kind of they they got these light skinned wives and stuff like that. And I'm like, bro, didn't you have a light skinned woman around? You had a light skinned woman. You up here had a light skinned woman around, didn't marry a woman, but you just had her around, right? You up there stole jokes. Corey like, listen, I understand what you're talking about because Corey said the same thing about how these people act in Hollywood. But he's like, but Katt, you up here talking about they stealing jokes, bro. You stole jokes. You talking about them keeping you from opportunities. Well, hell, you were doing that. Now, to be fair, everybody was talking about well, Katt didn't elevate anybody. Well, Katt couldn't elevate nobody. Who is going to elevate? If there's only a spot, there's only so far that Katt can take somebody. Especially if you're talking about he's not with the establishment like that. There's only so far he can take, right? So there's only so far he can take them before they have to move on to somebody else. So, and that's Katt couldn't put nobody. Katt can't put nobody on because he can't get on. He's independent, and Katt is his worst enemy because he's got a lot of issues that he got to deal with. You can't have a person who got a bunch of issues and hate on himself that's going to be able to elevate someone else. Because in order to elevate someone, you got to be willing, you got to take you out of it. You got to love yourself enough to say, hey, I'm going to help this person. I'm going to help that person. I'm going to help that person. And I don't care if they get bigger than me. Because they, at the end of the day, they get bigger than me. It's better for me. But if you having a lot of issues with yourself, there's no way you can do that because you have to be able because I know that I can't get you to that level because I'm not connected to the establishment. If that's where you want to go, hey, let me talk to. He should be like, hey, let me talk to Kevin Hart. Hey, let me talk to Tyler Perry. Hey, let me talk to Steve Harvey. They might can get you where you need to go. But if he up here feuding with them, talking about they stole jokes and all that stuff, how he's gonna do that? There's only a certain level he can go. You know who he remind me of? Tommy. Tommy Sotomayor. Very talented. Tommy should be bigger than what he is now. He should have been. He has the talent. And he's very smart. He can interview people. He can talk to people. But Tommy can't get out of his own way. Tommy don't trust people. Tommy Tommy got a fragile ego. He gotta be the man. And so when you got that kind of mentality, you can't work with nobody. You have to. If I remember that you had Corey. I remember Corey and who was that? Damn, I can't think of the guy he used to hang with. Corey, that guy. You had Tariq Nasheed and Tommy Soner all together did a podcast. Now Corey is connected to Hollywood. That's your ticket in. But Tommy, because he can't be that guy, he can't. He has self-hating issues. He went and dogged out Tariq, Corey. Who else? Tariq, Corey, There was another person over there, and they straight buried this guy. That's Tommy. Yeah, I mean, he should have been working with Kwame Brown because that could have exposed him to a whole different audience. But Tommy can't get out of his way. What he gonna what he do? Roasting Kwame. I mean, it was a spectacular roast. Don't get me wrong, but that doesn't do you any good because now you're limiting yourself to a certain audience. That's why Tommy had to come back to the Manosphere and start being on lower tier panels because there's a level he cannot go because he can't get out of his own way. He got to be the head dude in charge. That's why his fatherless America thing didn't go anywhere because he got to be the head man in charge. His ego is fragile. He got self issues. That's a problem in the black community. We got a lot of people who got self hating issues, and a lot of that stems from a lot of wrongs that were done to them, slight or not slight, that were never addressed. And if you don't address it, these people turn on their community. Got the issue with his dad. That's why he don't like black folks. Period. Like I said before, it's not only a gender war. This is a black civil war. These men don't like black men. These black women don't like black women. It's not just a gender war. This is a civil war as well. So let's take it back to Katt. You know, the one of his supposed writers, this female was talking about he beat on women, and that chick he was dating, Hazel, said he was beating on her. Forget, and he's going after all these comedians. He got a self-hating problem. Probably stem from his interaction with his dad. A lot of these dudes have daddy, just like these women have mommy issues. These dudes have daddy issues. They don't like their dad. A lot of these dudes don't like their dad because their dad did their mom dirty and left him with the mom. So now then they mad at the mom, they mad at the dad. There's a lot of daddy issues and mommy issues in the community. And you can see it when you can look on YouTube, see how these men and women talk about each other. This supposed sisterhood, they ain't no sisterhood. They just have common enemy, which is the manosphere, the red pill. But when you break it down and you see how they act with each other, they stab each other in the back. They quick pick me. And look at the dude, same thing. Sim, you a simp. You's a pookie. I'm like, you are educated lame. I'm like, I never seen so many people have so many names to disrespect each other. But you supposed to be on the same side. How the fuck that gonna work? How you gonna have a community where all the men and all the women hate each other? I'm not even talking about the dynamic between the men and women right now. I'm talking about just each other. They don't like each other like that. They envious of each other for different reasons. They hate on each other. There were a lot of these dudes who were who were picked on by the community and they turn against the community. And then I was telling Super Mike, part of the problem is again, alienated from the community for it. Some of it was oh, these funny guys. The fuck? Now they talking about black men getting education. Stop. Yeah, you can. Dude, okay. All right, sorry about that. This connection be going bad and shit. But that's what it is. We got a bunch of people talking about they want this community thing, but you're not talking about the fact that a lot of our community alienate people for no reason. Some of it legit, some of it not legit. And so when you alienate people, now all of a sudden they turn against you. Now you want to be like, oh, they hate each other, they hate their mom, they hate their dad, they hate. No, some of it because our community alienates a bunch of people for no reason. And us as a community did not try to stop some of that shit. Our culture is like we like roasting, but the problem is we take it too far. There's a limit that we do it too damn much. Love roasting each other, but we take it too far. Now people don't want to deal with you because you're not serious. You can't invest in and you want people to invest in your community, but you don't want to invest in them. I still remember that they were talking about Kobe Bryant. Why Kobe Bryant didn't invest in the community? Well, you didn't invest in him. You can't expect somebody to come back in a community that didn't accept him like that. You know, his own parents were mad at him for the fact that he married that Hispanic girl. But he tried to date a black girl. She didn't want him. So he's like, well, fuck it then. Let me get with this Latina chick. But you didn't raise him in the hood, and now all of a sudden you want him to get with black people. Like, no, he wasn't raised around these people. So he's not he doesn't have a connection with them. So you want people that don't have a connection with the community. Now you want them to invest in the community they have no connection with. That's crazy. Again, that's why you have you SYSBMs, your divestors. These are people who will not accept it for the communities community didn't fuck with them like that. Right or wrong. That's what happened. And there was a lot of stuff that was going on in the community. A lot of women were getting abused. Mama's boyfriend up there abusing them. Boy, mama leaving the boy for the for the boyfriend. Daddy's leaving these boys with these crazy chicks, and they getting raped by the babysitter, and everybody covering it all up. What you think was going to happen? Now they're anti-community, but you up there you wanna sit up here and be like, oh, they wrong. Oh, that the community don't do that shit. It's like bullshit. So that's why, like I said, I have empathy for the divestors and the SYSBM guys. I have empathy for the passport bros. I have a lot of empathy. But like I said, when you take it too far, that's when I'm like, okay, y'all doing too much. There's no balance. And when there's no balance, you're gonna have these extremes. So getting back to Katt, that's the thing. There was a lot of wrong done to him. He went and had a hard life. And because he never got that trauma fixed, he had issues with his dad, issues with the religion that he trying to cope with, and he's the fact that his life sucks. Yeah, he got money, but that money don't fix inner peace. That money don't bring inner peace, especially if you don't use it to get yourself inner peace. You're not doing that. Well, guess what? You're not gonna get no inner peace, and you're gonna hurt other people, or other people gonna take advantage. And like I said, like Katt was not going to elevate anybody because he don't have the heart to elevate someone. I mean, you could talk, you can listen to Kevin Hart. You can tell that he has a heart to try to elevate other people. Tyler Perry, same thing. He has the heart to try to elevate other people. You may not like the movies. You may not like the plays. I didn't like the plays, but you gotta give him credit. He was trying to elevate people. He was giving them jobs when nobody else would give them jobs. You think Katt doing that? No. So at the end of the day, Katt was in a Katt had Katt couldn't elevate nobody because he can't elevate himself, and he don't have the heart to. One, he don't have the connections, and two, he don't have the heart to. You gotta have the heart and the connections. If you don't have both, you don't have one or the other, you're not gonna be able to do anything. That's just how that is. So you got the lady comedian talking about, Katt stole jokes and then told my joke, and then Corey came back like, well, yeah, but nah, chick, you stealing jokes too, and you just not that funny. And the only reason why you're going after Katt to start up your career. So basically, she doing the same thing Katt doing, talking shit about all these different comedians. So because he has a comedy show going around, comedy special or comedy show, whatever he got. I mean, no, he's touring. He's touring. My bad. He's touring. So to get buzz, well, talk about all these comedians. And guess what? That's what the chick doing. So she doing the same thing Katt doing. And Corey made a good point where that chick was with it. As long as it wasn't affecting her, she had no problem with it. He wasn't doing the million, I would beat his ass. Okay, but you letting all these women get beat up? You ain't gonna say nothing? That's what I said. People don't really give a damn. They don't really give a damn. The only thing affected them, not their problem. It is what it is. I'm not even mad at her, but like Corey said, look, you can't sit up here and throw stones at Katt, but then you have in your hand. Like I said, clean hands. If you ain't got clean hands, I suggest that truth, telling your truth, you might want to keep that shit to yourself, buddy. Sis, now ain't the time to be telling your truths because somebody's going to tell the truth about you. That's how that goes. Somebody's going to tell the truth about you. All the fuck shit you doing. Just like now it happened with Katt, just now it happened with her. And I'm pretty sure there's some dirt on that Hazel chick. It's just so much dirt that these people do, and they don't talk about their dirt. But they want to go and dig and throw dirt at other people. And Faith was doing a live stream, and I didn't listen to all of it, but Dave Chappelle was saying like, "Dude, Katt, look, nobody saying ain't true, but look, you trying to bury all your other comedians, but you ain't going after the real people. You trying to bury them for what? You harming them, but they ain't the ones that have the power to do anything. You just going after them because you mad at them and you mad at yourself because you feel like you should be where they should be, or I mean, where they are. So that ain't their fault. That's a you problem, not their problem." And see Boogie say, "Stay hydrated." So, so you got a situation where you got a man who's mad at himself, mad at other people. So he going after all these other people, and sad thing is people cheering this. Yeah, Katt, you go after all them people. Yeah, we don't fuck with Steve Harvey. We don't like um Cedric the Entertainer and all them people. Nah, they just trash. Kevin Hart ain't funny. Bullshit. I like Kevin Hart more than and Cat Williams. Cat Williams sound like a fucking crackhead. I'm like, nah, dude, I got brothers who are crackheads. I'm good on that. I'm a pimp. I don't want to talk to no damn pimp. I talk to enough of them in prison. I'm good. Jeez, I'm good. I don't find this stuff funny at all. Like I'm good. Just hating to be hating. It's just sad, man. Really sad. Really, really, really sad. But that's it's the truth era right now. Everybody gotta speak their truth. Saw what happened with DJ Academics. Chick coming around talking about he led to her getting raped, and he had to tell his truth about her. She's just a troublemaking scumbag who's stealing his money. Now I'm still trying to figure out how a woman steal 500,000 of your money. Sad, you that sad and neglectful that you let some chick $500,000 out from under you. That's a problem. That's a big problem. So, in case people don't know, I guess this chick is coming around talking about that she got essayed at his house, and he's like, "You didn't get essayed. You were with it." And when I found out that you were with the shit, I threw you the fuck out. She she came back and said that he led her get an essay, which Academics came out and said, well, because of her, she reported him to the cops. Cops came busting in his door. Now, eventually, he was found not guilty. Well, they didn't go to trial. They just dropped the case because they didn't have no evidence. They had the grape kick and they didn't find nothing. No evidence of grape. So none him and none of the guys were ever charged. So it's kind of like, well, I mean, they didn't get charged. What you want to do? So I've been keeping quiet, like talking now, trying to figure out why. So of course people gonna take sides. He jacks. Oh, he's just rapist. Well, guess what? Well, he could have paid DJ that guy can open that door. You really think he got that? I don't think so. I don't think he got it like. But it goes back to you can't buy people with money. You can't buy loyalty and respect with money. You can't buy it. You gotta rock with you. And DJ Academics is down the same boat with Katt and Tommy. That dudes really nobody really fucks with him like that. Sorry about that. You know the connection be going out in and out. But DJ Academics is the same thing. Don't like himself, drinking stuff to a stupor. And when you hear that story about how this went down, this dude fell asleep. And he said he literally forgot that this chick was coming over. How do you drink that bad that you have no awareness of what's going on? You don't have no awareness of the people in there, and I apparently they ran a train on this chick, or she got SA. But according to the law, she didn't get SA, so we don't know. None of these people were charged, so can't say she got SA. Can't say they ran a train on, but so for what it is, we don't know what happened. Real, really. But again, it goes back to that DJ Emmons. This chick really wasn't with him because she talking about she stole money from him. She was acting fool with him. He kept taking her back, but it goes back to you. She didn't really fuck with you for real. She fucked with you for the money. And clearly she didn't fuck with you only for the money because she wouldn't be sleeping with your homeboys, allegedly. And your homeboys, if they really your homeboy, there ain't no way that they gonna run a train on your chick. And this is the chick that she's supposed to be your chick, and they running a train on her. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. They did not give no fucks. No, that's fucked up, though. I'm like, for real, that's fucked up. They ran a train on your chicken. They they had the common decency to wake you up or nothing. They just ran the train. That's some foul shit, though. For real. I know if I consider you my homeboy, there's someone that you trust me. The last thing I'm gonna do is well, I'm not having sex with your girl anyway. That's just not gonna be happening anyway. But I'm definitely not gonna be. Me and my homeboys are going. I'm not gonna be a part of that shit. I'm like, hey, whoa, what we doing here? Nah, bro, we can't do this shit. This dude been cool with us and all that shit. No, we can't do this shit. I don't care if she wanted or not. No, we gotta. No, man, I can't do that. And this is a guy who you're talking to, a man who slept with people's wives. Cause husband right there. He cool with it. I'm cool with it. Everybody cool with it. But no, I would never do shit like that. Like I'm like, sorry, if that's someone that I, I'm not sleeping with your wife, girlfriend. So just you know this. No, I'm not doing that. That's just wild on my end. Especially at your house. You gonna do that at your house? Nah, I can't do it, man. Nah, that'll I do it, man. But that's what happens when people don't fuck with you for real. They only here for the money and the status. She wasn't fucking with them for real, and neither were the guys. None of them. That shit don't make sense. But I guess that's what happens when you don't have people for the status, and then when it runs out, they gone. Or they hating on you because you're the money man, and they want to be where you are. So they'll do petty shit like sleep with your girlfriend. They'll do stuff like that because again, they really don't rock with you for real. They just don't. And academics, unfortunately, he's one of them people that people didn't rock with him for real. They just didn't. He was never the cool guy. He was never the guy that was accepted. He had a talent of being a DJ, and he can people listen to him, but they really don't rock with him like that. They just so they just think he's an annoying prick, and also he got an issue with women because everybody remember after he went on Fresh and Fit, he got in an argument with the chick because she didn't. I guess she didn't like. I guess they were doing a rose thing, and he got his feelings hurt, and he went in on the chick, and it just turned into a big mess. So clearly, he got problems with women. He got problems. He got problems with himself. He got problems with men. Again, these are the people who were not accepted by the men and the women. They're not accepted. So he tried to buy his way in, have the money, have the drinks and the drugs, be the party guy. The thing about being a party guy, if these people don't like you like that, it don't matter. You could bring the party all you want, but they don't respect you, and they ain't gonna do shit to you because they don't respect you. Woman will sleep with all your friends, steal all your money, and just act the fool because she don't rock with you. Just that's just how that goes. So you gotta have people that look. First of all, the biggest thing you gotta love yourself. You gotta rock with yourself. Hey, Faith, how's it going? What's up? Yeah, uh, I was just talking about you earlier. Great live stream you did. You broke that thing down with Dave Chappelle and Cat Williams. Appreciate that. But like I said, with DJ Academics, that's the problem. That because he don't like himself, drinking himself to a stupor, you're not aware of the people around you. That stuff will happen. Now you got cops at your door. That's the same thing happened with Chris Brown. Chick said that he kidnapped her, had all these dudes around, had these chicks around. Guess what? The police bang, broke down his door. Did the same thing they did to DJ Academics. Now the situation was a little different. They was trying to charge him with kidnapping. Of course, that didn't go nowhere. And that's when Chris Brown said, "Look, I ain't having all these women around. If I don't know you, no, you ain't coming in. You ain't coming in." But that's how you have to be. But he learned that years ago. You ain't have an incident like that no more. That thing happened with DJ Academics. That was what? I think last year or maybe 2 years ago. Got the wrong woman around you. You got the wrong people around you. You don't like yourself. You're trying to mask it with money, and he was up there on talking about this like, oh man, she got with this broke nigga, and this dude ain't he's like the fifth, sixth string of the oh, no problem, Faith, no problem. Oh, that dude is the fifth, sixth string of the well, he said that this dude basically he ain't got money like DJ Academics, but he don't understand women want men for different reasons. Some women will bring in a bum off the street because they're attracted to him. He she he makes some type of way that a guy with money like you don't make her feel that some type of way. She could give him the she could give I mean fine. He can give her the O's. You can't do that. Like my me and my ex-wife, I didn't have no money when we were getting together. I ain't have no money. She liked me for me. Money don't get a woman to get with you. At least not they'll get with you. They'll take the money, but past that, that's it. They don't respect you. Then it turns into a it's a transactional transactional bah, basically turn into a trick hole relationship. You paying her to like you, but as we all know, a lot of these sex workers they resent these tricks, and not because the tricks done anything to them specifically. It's because they they see they sleeping with some dude they not attracted to for money, and that fucks with people. That fucks with women. There's some women who could do it, don't have no problem. A lot of them can't. That's why the sex worker is not as big as people. It's big, but it's not as it's still not it's going as big as it could be. So so you have a situation where you're trying to buy this chick love, it turns into a trick hole relationship. And as we know, a lot of these sex workers do not respect the tricks like that. They can keep it business, but they don't respect you like that. And so she'll do petty shit, be angry with you, try to beat on you and all kinds of stuff. She don't respect you. Yeah. So again, if you if there we go, back again. So yeah, that if the person not attracted to you for you, no amount of money is gonna change that. People take the money, but then they're gonna be like, why can't I be where you are? And instead of hey, just asking you, hey, how'd you get where you are? They'll just rip the money from you and destroy you from the inside because they jealous. They sleep with your girl, or the girl will sleep with your friends and all that because they don't rock with you, but they gotta deal with you because they gotta get the money and they resent you for it. When somebody really for you for real, they're not gonna do that to you. They just they just not gonna do that. So that that thing with DJ them that was crazy. What else I was talking about? I had a bunch of stuff that I was going into. Oh, I did want to talk about this and talking about the color purple. And you know, there are a lot of reports saying that it's not going to make the money back that they spent. They had $100 million budget, and it looks like if they do make it, it's going to take a while if they ever get there at all. Now, I did not go see the movie, so I don't know how good or bad or whatever it is. I don't know. Some people say it was good. If you just didn't pay attention to the man hating shit, that black man, these evil black men, it was a good movie. It's a good musical. I don't know because I wasn't gonna go look at it. I'm not talking about if it's good or not. I'm just talking about the fact that why it's not doing as well as people hope. I mean, it had a big opening, and but it's starting to trickle down. Well, one of the biggest reasons, and I think Ramil Amir said it, is that you're in the city girl era. I don't. Black women are tired of being the victims. You got the city girl. What do you think the city girl area is? We're not gonna be victims of these men no more. We're gonna use them. And if you look at some people that went to go see the movie, women that went was 25 and older. The ones 20, 24 and under did not go. They were only made up 14% of 80. I want to say 87% women, which of course it's a women movie, so that's expected. common enemies. Yeah. See, Faith though. Sorry, share that. Jesus. Okay. See, Faith no. She and Faith listen to those channels more than I do. So she would be more of an expert than I do. But I'm just seeing it from the outside. And I'm seeing how these women interact with each other, backstabbing, all kinds of crazy shit. So she would know more than anybody about that. How it ain't a sisterhood. So going back to the color purple, and it leads right into it. You had Taraji up there talking about I ain't getting paid. Okay, you pick now to talk about your paycheck when you supposed to be promoting the movie, getting everybody hyped to go see this movie that really needs to do well. What are you talking about? I ain't getting. You should be. That's what I'm saying. There is no sisterhood here. Because if you have a sisterhood, look, if you have a problem with your pay, you should have went to Oprah directly. Hey Oprah, hey, you know my pay ain't really hitting. You know the taxes on my ass. Yeah, I really need some. I need a little bit more. Maybe she would have gave it to you, but no. Now all of a sudden you want to go tell everybody, yeah, I ain't getting paid. I ain't been paid what I should be paid by anybody. I'm like, wait, now was the time to do this? It don't make sense. But I have a theory on that, but it goes back to they ain't really like that sisterhood like people claim it is. There's only a sisterhood when it's against black men. But once you get the black man out of the picture, because there's no black men in this picture, except for the actors. There's no black man funding any of this. This is Oprah and Steven Spielberg. But you're going after Oprah. What are you going after Oprah for? You should be going after the studio. They're the one paying you. But hey, easy target, right? Easy target. But you make Oprah look like a fool. For what? So, but here's the thing: you in the city girl era, and why was not doing too well. Which I was thinking that, but Ramil put it on in his video. Black women are tired of being they not with the victimhood shit no more. They tired of that. That's why you had the Woman King, but you had Black Panther. You didn't see black women as victims. They were powerful. You got the color. You listen to the raps. Do these rappers sound? Do these female rappers sound like they victims? No, they in some ways they victimizing people, but they're not victims. They don't want to be considered victims. Other people want to besides YouTubers, it's the old women. These younger women are not with that no more. They're like, listen, we ain't about to be victims. We're gonna be victimizing, but we're not gonna be victims. We're gonna get this bag We're gonna use these dudes. We're gonna use some of these women too, and we're gonna get this bag. They ain't trying to be victims. So that's why. And and another thing about the color purple, that was a nostalgia piece. It's a nostalgia piece of a movie that came out about 40 years ago. It didn't add anything. I mean, may add a little stuff, but at the end of the day, it's still a movie, a remake of a 40-year-old movie. These women are not on that no more, especially the young women. They're not on that. I, I think it's going to make that 100 million. Uh, yeah, but it's going to take time. It definitely. I see it's already on digital, so they might have to take it out the box office. It's not get that 100 million. And I was listening, looking at some reports saying they need to make 200 to make a profit. It's 100 million to that. They might have to do more to profit. They have to get 200 million, and I don't think they're gonna make that 200 million. Personally, I don't think they're gonna make it, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I just thought it was interesting. Ramil was saying the same thing that I was thinking when I looked at the demographics. It's like the people that they probably wanted to reach, the younger women, ain't looking at this movie. The women that's already, they probably, except for the 25-year-olds, probably fantastic, but they for the message like that though. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. You know. But the other thing that I found interesting, and I think I put it in when Faith was talking about this thing with Taraji and how she was messing up the movie. It reminded me of the thing with Nate Parker. When Nate Parker put out Birth of the Nation, was trying to put out Birth of the Nation, all of a sudden these people brought up his sexual assault, rape charges that he got, that he beat. They brought that up, and I guess the girl that tried to charge him, when she was found innocent, offed herself. And I guess they asked him like, "How do you feel about that?" It's like, "What am I supposed to do? Don't you feel sorry for the fact that he killed herself?" And he was like, "Why? I didn't cause her I didn't cause her death." So they didn't like that. And I remembered that Gabrielle Union was talking about, well, we can't ignore sexual abuse of women. And I'm like, what that got to do with the movie? You're trying to promote a movie which is about black men fighting slavery, and you're talking about sexual abuse. And specifically bringing up that this man had sexual abuse charges, which he was found innocent in a courtroom with a bunch of white folks, and usually against a white woman. He was charged with rape of a white woman and was found innocent by a white jury. Him and his buddies was found innocent. Usually, black man, raping white woman, he's going to prison. He is going to prison. What happened? He did not go to prison. That's not enough for some of these chicks. They were like, no, he did her dirty. She killed her. She eliminated herself. You don't even know why she eliminated herself. You don't even know what happened with her. She could have had a bunch of issues that had nothing to do with this. But they were trying to lay it on his feet, which fucked up the movie. So when I looked at this and I remember looked at that and then I looked at what happened with Taraji, I said, yeah, they did she did that on purpose. And she was probably sent to do that by someone above. Because like Birth of the Nation, The Color Purple do not have a white savior. In a lot of these slave movies, there is a white savior, a white man who, they see our plight and they're going to help us get out of this situation. You did not have that in The Birth of the Nation, and you did not have that in The Color Purple. Because if you remember in the original movie, Oprah's character, she hit that white man. They sent her into the crazy house. I don't know. Faith might know if that's the same scene in the remake, but the point of it is there is no white savior in this movie, and white people did not look good particularly well in this movie. Now in the movie, and probably I would venture to say if it's kind of the same thing that happened in the remake, they ain't put them in a good light. Just like representation, they did not put white people as the savior. They were the bad guys, and they were getting eliminated. Told to sabotage it, they put these plants in there. They sabotaged The Color Purple. They got Taraji up in there. Talking about I ain't get paid. But you didn't mention all these other studios. Who you working for? You working for Oprah. So you saying Oprah didn't pay you? That partly sabotaged the movie. Because Oprah is a big part of that movie and a big part of this remake. So you making her look bad. Now that some people are soured on the movie. I think it was done intentionally. So you got that going on. Because when you see black people overcoming without the white savior to come around, yeah, those people have a problem with it. And making white people look bad, now they got a big problem with that. Now they'll let you do the movie, but they'll send some ways to sabotage it. Why? Because if they see, it don't make no money. Can't do those. It don't make no money. Birth of the Nation, they make no money. Well, hell yeah, if you're talking about this dude grape case in the height of the Me Too era, yeah, it wouldn't make no money. Now you got The Color Purple. Oh, see, they don't have no sisterhood. They don't even want to pay their own actors. Now we got to run this because they can't pay their actors. They don't know how to act. They're turning each other. That's how they go. So it's crazy. It's devious how Hollywood would do. Some of us will run along right with it because they got axe to grind. I ain't getting paid enough. I don't like this black man. I don't like this black woman. It's like, dude, it's like, damn, you don't like. Let's see what you got. Let's I never thought about that. They probably all sabotage some movies to push their own agenda. Of course, because at the end of the day, look at all the Disney movies. Look how they even sabotage. They even try to sabotage the Little Mermaid. They trying to sabotage them because they don't want black movies where there ain't no white savior. They don't care with you having the slave movies, but as long as there's a white savior. But if you ain't got no white savior in there, and you just making white men, white people bad. Oh yeah, they ain't cool with that. They'll still greenlight it. Don't get me wrong. They'll greenlight it, but then they try to sabotage it because you got to push the agendas. Hollywood's all about agendas. That's what they pushing. You look at the Disney movies, even with these women movies that keep flopping, but it's not about the money. It's about the agenda. They keep trying to push these agendas. They don't care about the money, but it gets into your psyche. Certain things. I mean, even look at Black Panther. Look how T'Challa was neutered. He was literally neutered in that movie. If you wanna take it there, he was kind of neutered. He couldn't even make no decisions on his own. And you look at the Black Panther comic book, that man was his intellect was on par with Bruce Wayne. They don't want stuff like they don't want this. They don't want to show black men and black women in a powerful light like that. They can only have power as long as the white people control it. That's just how that goes. But it's their land. That's you know it's kind of like what we're talking about on YouTube. Oh, and it's how that whole thing with Obsidian got canceled. Channel got yanked. But I've been saying for years, I'm like, y'all going after like when they was going after Kevin. Oh, we need to stop Kevin. I said, well, ma'am, you're going after the wrong people. You need to go after YouTube. You go after Kevin. Y'all can't stop nothing. He don't own YouTube. You need to be going after YouTube. You need to be talking to YouTube. They don't want to own it. They don't want to control it. And now look what happened. Like Obsidian got yanked. Yeah, Cynthia G got yanked. Fresh Fit got demonetized. Pearl, I think her channel got demonetized. I think it's probably yeah. You can whine about it. Oh, I ain't getting my pay. Well, hey, you don't got your own. You're gonna be right there getting your pay. Hey, give me. Yes, sir. I'll take another. Yes, sir. I'll take this role. I'll be this downtrodden black woman. I'll be this bum ass black dude. Yeah, I'll do this. Oh, you're gonna let us do the where we powerful? Okay, yes, sir. We will do that, bro. Oh wait, we still got a white savior. We got the white savior. Yeah. Can we not do that? Oh no, we gotta have the white savior here. No, I'm sorry. Let's see. Yep, you gotta go straight to the source. That's how they were to be able to get Cynthia G, Tommy, and now Obsidian. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, all these people complain about Tommy, Cynthia, Obsidian. I'm sure I'm really following them like that. But you can't. But you're going after them directly. But you ain't going after YouTube. And it lends into what you were talking about with Katt going after Kevin, going after Steve, Cedric, but you're not going after them white folks who control the studio. Hey, some people gonna play the game to get where they need to go. They're gonna play the game. Yeah. Oh, that's like hell. Corey, everybody. But he been doing that for years. When I was watching it, he was still going on certain people. New. And that's why people love him. That's why people don't fuck with him. Because what can you do to a person that clowns himself? You can't do nothing to him. You can't cancel him. What are you gonna do? Cancel? He just goes somewhere else. You can't cancel his show. You can't cancel him. And people go see the comedy show. I mean, I remember that there's a group. They were talking about Corey. Oh, Corey goes go after these women. Why they ain't doing that? Well, Corey go after everybody. Ain't nothing new. Corey go after everybody. That's what he do. And guess what? You ain't gonna be able to cancel him. He went after Monique. She didn't say nothing to him because she already know. You ain't gonna. You can't go after somebody that he already tell you he ain't shit. So what else you gonna say about him? He shits on everybody. He shits on himself. He shits on his family. I'm like, so what are you gonna do to him? Nothing. Just sit there and take it. Yeah, I just saw he went after his own daughter. Corey do not care. He go after his daughter, he go after his son, he go after everybody. He is an open book. You can't dog somebody who's an open book. And that's what Katt should be. Like, hey, look, if you're gonna go after all these people, then you need to tell about your sins. But if you ain't gonna do that, nobody's gonna respect that. Nobody's gonna respect it. So going back to the whole YouTube thing, like I said, y'all gonna if these people want to go after people and all that stuff, well, hey, you need to you if you're gonna go after people, you better not have unclean hands because people gonna expose you. Just how that goes. Crazy part is Katt. admitted he was harassing Kevin, trying to humiliate him at V103 interview 7 years ago. And that's a sad thing. Like, what the fuck? I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck Kevin did to this guy. That that's that's crazy to me. Of all the people you going after, the crazy part, you going after Kevin. Kevin Hart don't bother nobody. Kevin Hart be doing his own thing. Yeah, he played the game in Hollywood. Guess what? He's in leading roles. He's done movies with The Rock, huge success, and he don't bother nobody. But you mad because you think that that's where Katt thinks that that's where he should be, but you ain't willing to put the work to do that. There's certain things you ain't willing to do. He will do. You ain't willing to do it. Oh well, that's you. But guess what? You can't be mad when they get to where they need to go, and you want to humiliate him. What? Yeah, like I said, he's a sad man. But we want to celebrate that. Oh, look at him. He's telling the truth. He's going. No, he's picking on people that won't fight back. They won't do him like that. That's not respectable. That's pussy. That's some pussy shit. Cause he know these people ain't gonna attack him like that. That's just a pussy person, man. Can't stand people like that, man. That's just they trash. Pick on people, but certain people you ain't gonna go after. I don't like that. I don't respect that. And you gonna tell truth. You won't tell your truth. You just I'm sorry. That's just crazy. But going back to the whole thing with Obsidian and all that. I mean, again, people should have been doing going after YouTube. Sorry, that's what you should have been going to YouTube. Fuck talking to them. You arguing with them. What you arguing with them for? But man should have been. What the fuck we gonna do? We don't own YouTube. We don't own it. We don't control it. So where you going? To the people that own it and control it. Duh. I mean, I've been saying that. I'm like, oh, we don't like Kevin. What do you say? Well, go after YouTube. All I heard was excuses. Okay, well, you only got two options. Either you go after YouTube or you gonna have this dude getting beat up. And I know y'all ain't gonna pay nobody bail money. I know that. I know you ain't gonna do that. Cause I heard that a lot. They should go beat up Kevin. Beat up Kevin for what? Y'all ain't gonna pay the bail money. Y'all ain't gonna pay. You ain't gonna pay that dude bail money, and you ain't gonna pay money on his books. All these people want stuff done, but they ain't willing to put in the money to get it done. Read this. Uh, I also have it on my community well that confession Katt made was crazy. People don't know who they want to cheer these people, but you don't know these people's background. That's why I don't jump off the porch for people like that. You do not know what these people own, and it's gonna come back to bite you in the ass. You're the oh yeah, Kevin's going out. Oh wait, oh, bro, he was beating on women. What? What? He was also stealing jokes. That's who you cheering now? I was so y'all don't got that smoke for him, but it's okay. It's okay because y'all still hate y'all hate Steve, which I don't know why. Y'all hate Cedric. I still don't know why. Oh, because he did Bernie wrong. Okay, but what about the people Katt did wrong? And I still don't understand why y'all even hating on Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart ain't following nobody again. Crazy. They wearing dresses are like duh. Yeah, they've been wearing dresses. Now you care? Hell, Tyler Perry been wearing dresses for what, 20, 30 years? Now you care? Now we care? Now you care? That shit's crazy to me. It's like it's selective outrage. Oh, look at them! They wearing dresses. They doing they messing with their masculinity, but yet y'all was still cheering fucking Tyler Perry for years. He was doing wearing dresses, mocking Big Mama. He wasn't doing that to celebrate Tuesday. He was doing that to mock you. Well, we just forgot about that part. Well, hey, look, okay. I guess I'm the only one to see this shit. You know, I'm the only one to see it. Exactly, selective outrage. Yeah, just selective outrage over stuff you ain't shouldn't be selective over. If you're gonna be outraged about it, be outraged over everything. If you talking about look how these men insult us, disrespect us. Look at how these men disrespecting black women and all that. Okay, well, where's that smoke for Tyler Perry? Where's that smoke for Martin? Where's the smoke? I ain't see it. Hell, Eddie Murphy, you gonna put him in there too? Where's that smoke for him? I'm like, listen, that's why I can't jump off the boat with you. Just to go after this person. I can't do that. I'm sorry. I see too much. I see too much bullshit around. I can't ignore that bullshit. I can smell the bullshit coming. I'm like, hey, you don't smell this bullshit over here? We don't see nothing. Come on, bro. Come on, man. So we just gonna ignore it. Okay, cool. Hey, y'all can ignore it. Go ahead, y'all do that. I'm gonna go over here. I can't ignore that. I can't ignore that bullshit. It stink. That shit stink. I can't ignore it. No. I'm sorry, I can't. Y'all wanna ignore it? Go right ahead. Y'all can do that. I can't do it. But I'm like, all this selective outrage, all this. We they insulted black women, but ignoring certain people who do it. Okay, cool. Hey, look, that's what you want to do. Go ahead. I'm like, look, if you're gonna have the smoke, have the smoke. But I need that smoke for everybody, not just one person, not just two or three, the whole group. And if you're not gonna do that, you're gonna ignore some people. Hey, I'm good. I'm good on that. I'm good. Hey, you got it. You got it. But I'm not about to ignore it. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't ignore bullshit. I'm sorry. I can't be on here and ignore bullshit. right in front of me. No, sorry, I can't do it. If I can't do it at work, I can't do it here. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't ignore. I'm like, at least over there, I get paid to ignore some bullshit. I get paid. I don't get paid here. I'm like, no, I'm not getting paid or nothing like that. No, I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm good. I'm good on that. That's all right. let, let, you got some other dudes who do it. Okay, cool. Hey, y'all do it. I can't do it. I can't. Oh, Lord, that shit's funny to me. That be funny. But yeah, I mean, all this selective outrage, but ignoring other people. I'm like, oh, wow, this okay. But it caught up to him. I mean, YouTube. I mean, it was time. I mean, they got rid of Fresh and Fit. Well, they didn't get rid of it, but Fresh, like last I heard, they doing a killing Rumble. Show that they audience really like about the fact that um, one of them maybe buy, the other one just don't give a fuck. But what can you say? Um, I mean, it was about time. YouTube trying to clean up, and finally, people are doing what they were supposed to do. Go to YouTube, pressure YouTube. That's what you should have been doing. And look what happened. Results. We pressure YouTube. Results happen. Amazing. But but you can't. But if you're gonna keep doing that, you gotta do it for everybody. I mean, Antoine should have been on the chopping block. They ain't gonna do YouTube on him. I mean, he went on. He got sunned by what is that? Yanni? How'd you get sunned by another chick? Ain't your wife? I guess that's crazy. He got rid of himself. But yeah, that shit is crazy. But, oh man, the YouTube streets is stuff. That YouTube street is crazy. 1 minute they the anti sexy red thing. Now, oh boy, that shit was crazy too. I'm like, Bomb roasted the shit out of sexy red. That shit was funny. I was dying laughing. I'm like, damn, what did that chick do to get them that mad? And then come to find out, I guess she was saying something about her husband. I'm like, well, they'll do it. That's one thing you don't do. You don't talk about a husband. You don't talk about Bomb's husband. That's a no no. So, you know, right? Amazing. But they exhausted pressure, energy, battling each other before taking the results. Yeah, because again, powerless people, man. You got powerless people. They go after powerless people. They know who they can go after. They who they can't. God damn it. So hold on. I am literally doing this. Sorry about that. I'm doing this on my notepad. So um so yeah, powerless people going after powerless people. That's all it was. You know, and that's the thing. That's basically YouTube in a nutshell. Powerless people going after powerless people. They ain't really these people don't really comment who talking about they gonna help black women, transfer all of them. Powerless people going after powerless people. That's all it is. They all yell, screaming at each other, call each other all that, but when it comes to the real people that going a lot of dependent YouTube check. And did not depend on the YouTube check. They doing YouTube to have a fucking life. In a check, it was YouTube. I wouldn't know this. If we were on the street, probably wouldn't even talk. It's the only way they talk to people because nobody want to deal with them in real life. Think about it. Think about it. Look at some of these people. Do you think these people, anybody would interact with these people in real life, real time, willingly, unless there's some money involved? Edward Anderson, for one. Do anybody want to interact with this guy in real life, in real time? No. I want to interact with these people like that. They're they're the rejected folks. I want to interact with them in real time for whatever reason they got. These people don't interact with people. Their only interaction is YouTube. They don't want that to go away. Some of them not even get paid. They just like the entertainment. So it's crazy that these people are so dependent on YouTube, but yet to make the YouTube space safer, it took them this long to go to YouTube. Because again, no power. They ain't got no power, and that's where they are. That's why they run these different channels. Hey, go out to Kevin. We need you to go fight Kevin. Man, why don't you go to YouTube? Go talk to YouTube. Uh, no, we need you to go talk to Kevin. Well, I'm gonna go talk to Kevin. I don't even look at Kevin. What the fuck? I don't even look at Kevin. And I've been accused like, I bet you're a Kevin Samuels fan. Man, I don't listen to that man like that. I didn't listen to him when he was live like that. Before he blew up, I listened to some of his stuff. Some of that stuff was some worthwhile information. But when he started talking about going in on the women, I'm like, I tuned it out. I'm like, I don't need to see some dude going in on women all day. That's not entertainment for me. It's not fucking entertainment. Women, women, women all day. I'm like, sorry, bro, that ain't mine. That's not entertainment for me. I'm good. I'm sorry. No, I'm good. I don't. That's not entertainment for me. These black men, blah blah blah. Okay, okay, I got you, got you. Black men ain't shit. Right, right, right. Okay, good. I'm sorry, that ain't entertainment for me either. And I don't even like when men do it. I'm like, there's only to a certain point I'll listen to it, but then it's like, oh, these black men ain't shit and all that. Okay, bro, you a black man though. What are we doing? Come on, man. Listen, I know you don't like black men. Like, okay, I get you. You don't like black men. I got you. Your daddy didn't like you like that. Again, like I said, it's a civil war, black civil war out here. And here's the funny part. We don't have to deal with each other. The biggest problem that you have is that there's no way to make these people have to deal with each other. You don't have to. If I don't want to see another black person, I don't have to. You know, I hate to say it like that, but that's the truth. I don't have to deal with another black person like that. We have we don't have the environment where we had to be around each other back in the 50s and 60s. Yeah. The fact the war is between the intelligent and the unintelligent at this point. Yeah, people who got sense and the people who don't. That's really what the war is. People who got sense and the people that don't. People who have dealt with their trauma and have at least know how to manage it versus the people who's never dealt with it. They can't deal with it. They don't want to deal with it because that at the end of the day that involves looking in that goddamn mirror. Hey, yeah, you know that you picked that wrong. You picked that dude, right? You know you picked that chick, right? You know what? Why you ain't getting that promotion, right? That's you. You do know why you ain't got a girlfriend, right? You know it's you, right? You know you don't really know how to talk to these women like that, right? Nah, she's women. No, 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 bro. Part of that is you. I get some of these women out of pocket. I get that. Well, they just like they like Pookie. I'm like, okay, nah. Listen, I like, dude. I literally see a dude, and he is not. He would not be what you consider a Chad by any or a jawline by any stretch of the means, but he got a gang of women with him. Every time I go to the particular club on a Saturday night, he's got a gang of women with him. Now, now, if this dude is doing that, what's stopping you? So I'm like, listen, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. These women only get with these certain type of guys. No, they get with everybody. It just depends on you got to know the type of woman that you want. You you got to provide what she wants. If you're not willing to provide what exactly what she wants, then you got to compensate. Same with a dude. If you want a certain type of guy, then you have to compensate. for that. He ain't willing to do that. Well, I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm sorry. That's just life. I don't want these dudes that just want sex. Okay, well you have to compensate for that. If you want to be a born again virgin or whatever, well you need to and you want a guy to take you seriously and not be begging you for sex all the time, well you have to compensate for that. If you ain't willing to compensate, well I don't know what to tell you. That's just how that goes. You have to compensate. And if you're willing not to compensate, whatever you gotta do, well, hey, I don't know what to tell you. Just be by yourself. And you still on YouTube. What would you do? What would you do for a Klondike bar? Yeah, something. But that's how relationships are. What you gonna do? If you're not that attractive as a guy, you got a belly. Well, you got the compensate for that. I wasn't the best looking guy in the world, but I compensated for that. You know, and if you're not willing to compensate, well, hey, you be by yourself. Because very few people are going to. Well, let me put it this way: it's going to be harder, even harder, for men to just get with women. It's going to be even harder. You in the city girl era, and, and they're trying not to be victims of men. So, on that look, you're still gonna have a harder road ahead of you to get with the woman that you want to get with, especially if you're average. Even if you're above average, you're getting. Because I like what this this white guy, Psych Hacks, he said that it doesn't mistake if I and if I get looks that I can allow this trying to know the woman and stuff like that. He said no, every guy, regardless of their money, at zero because she gotta know you ain't trying to play her. You're not trying to just to fuck, or and even if you're trying to fuck, or you be good in bed and all that kind of stuff. She gotta figure that shit out, so she ain't wasting her time. Yeah. All right. Like I said, was saying earlier, like with the guy with the side cat, he said that regardless of your money and everything, you start at zero with a woman because she don't know what your intentions are. And even with that, you don't know what her intentions are. You don't know what does she want you with the money? Does she want you just for sex? Does she want a relationship? Does she want a combination of all three? You don't know what she wants from you. Does she want your status? What you don't know. So you know you got to be careful out here. And you see what happens when you dudes leave with their money. They get took. They get taken advantage of. These women would leave with their vagina, or in that case, they leave it with money. They getting took. Independent women, aka she's a trick. That boy, I mean, that was a smooth play they did with that independent woman. I gotta give them props. They literally made these women tricks because they be tricking off. I still remember this female rapper. I guess she was trying to be a rapper, Instagram model. She paying for this rapper's phone bill, trying to be like, I don't need no man to take care of me. I'll take care of him. I'm like, lady, what are you doing? You got a grown ass man who ain't, can't pay his phone bill. What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? And he's a rapper. You paying his phone bill. But I'm independent. I'm like, what the hell? You still got women picking dudes up. I'm like, what? What? Yeah, I picked him up on the date. What? What? Where in the game they do that at? I ain't never had a woman pick me up for a date. Oh no. Come on, man. What are we doing? Are we serious right now? Did I what? I'm like, damn, I know I'm I'm new school and old school, but goddamn, some of this shit is just off the chain. Hold on a second. I'm like, I know I'm very old school. That I put it like this. I'm a mixture of old school and new school. But there's just some things I'm just old school and I will never change on that. And one of them is no, pick me up for a date. It's just not happening. I hear who they I'm just not gonna have no one pick me up for no date. And I'm listening to some woman talking about they picking up dudes from the date. What? What the game is this? I'm sorry, I can't do it. Nope, it's not happening. I don't trust women like that either way. No, you're not. I'm not driving you in. I'm not letting you drive me anywhere. And I wouldn't expect that from no woman. Like, especially now, I understand that it's changed. So now women driving themselves, I would prefer that than me riding with you. No, sorry, I can't do it. Sorry, I got way too much pride and way too much ego. Be doing that shit. That's fucking crazy. But that's the world we in, and I'm like, yeah, it's like I said, it's gonna be harder for everybody to date. It's gonna be very hard. There's a lot of mistrust out here. It's just a lot of mistrust. A lot of people that unfortunately they went through shit that's never been resolved, and everybody want to put their head in the sand and stand. I mean, put their head in the sand and be like, "We didn't do it." Like, we didn't do it. Yeah, you was a part of it. No, we weren't. Yes, yes, you was. You were part of it. Yes, ladies, you were part of it too. Yes, you too, sir. You were part of it. Yes, old folks. Yes, old men. Yes, you were part of it. Yes, old ladies. Yes, you were part of it too. All of y'all were part of it. There's a lot of stuff that was not resolved, and y'all keep hiding yourselves in the sand, but it's going to come out. Has to. I don't know what to tell you. Shit. Like I said, man, if you got somebody and they treating you good, man, you need to keep them. You need to keep them. I'm telling you, it's good luck to you. Good luck to you. It's, it's just too much. I'm trying to think what else was I was going to talk about. I think I was going to leave that part to the part two. I was going to think something else. I was going to leave that to the wrestling part, but ain't nothing. Man, listen. Yeah, I was still thinking about what Super Mike was saying. You know, I think again it's like it's gonna be very hard because for people to come together because they have a lot of issues with each other. They have a lot of internal issues. They don't have no self love. Good luck with that. So yeah, I'm gonna cut it off here. I'll probably come back later with a part two, but I'm gonna cut it off here. I am still on the road to Nevada. I'll hit y'all up later with a part two. Thank you, Faith, for coming through. Check out the Faith Factor. She's doing some great content over there, especially when she talked about Katt and breaking that stuff down. She's been doing very well with that. Very much appreciated. And she's teaching me stuff that I didn't even know. And it just makes you be like, yeah, this dude is a piece of shit. And what he doing is nothing but whining like a little girl because he didn't get where he need to go. I mean, it is what it is. But check out the Pay Factor. Um, anyway, I'll come back later. On that one, I'm gonna talk about some wrestling because I've been wanting to talk about wrestling for a minute. Yeah, but I know a lot of my audience is probably not gonna be on some wrestling things, so I'm gonna put that separate, and I'm gonna come back with the part two with the wrestling. With that, this is Brother Speak of the Brother Speak podcast. Thank y'all for listening on my drive to Nevada. I'll be back later. Peace.